One. Hi, Beastie Besties. Okay, so I'm gonna just cut the crap already. First of all, hi, if you're joining me for the first time, hi, my name is Angelfish, pronouns they, them. Some people get mad at me for saying that in all my videos, but I say it in all my videos, so there's no point in getting mad at me for it. This is an adult channel for adult collectors. I am not your babysitter. Please do not plot me in front of your 5-year-old, okay? Sometimes I swear. This video may very well be one of them. It is what it is. Anyway, Creeproduction Spectra. I don't know what it is with me not being able to keep things in box for in-box shots anymore. Okay, I'm so sorry. We'll put her box in the background. Hopefully it doesn't try to focus on it the entire time. But, you know, she's here. She's here. She exists. I won't say she's amazing. She's Spectra Vonder, guys. She's a reproduction of the 2011 release from the school's outline, which is when she was introduced. I remember it very well. I never had her as a kid. My first Spectra doll was actually Dead Gorgeous, who has the older face sculpt, and I think putting them side by side, you can tell the older face sculpt has more dramatic cheekbones. Now this isn't a completely new face sculpt. Okay, this is a sculpt that exists. It's got the 2010 legal date on the back from when they softened it. You know, Ghoul's Night Out and some other 2013, 2014 era Spectras have it. I apologize for how yellow my Ghoul's Night Out Spectra is. I haven't had time to hydrogen peroxide treat her. I honestly don't want to buy the correct version of the hydrogen peroxide that I'm supposed to treat her with, because that's a lot of work for me to go find it, because all of the supply stores that would carry it are on the opposite side of town. I'm not about to order it. I'm getting off topic. Look, she's a faithful-ish recreation, which is something that can be said for most of the reproduction dolls. You know, there's some slight differences between her original doll and this one in terms of color palette. She's more saturated. In terms of hair quality, she's got polypropylene instead of Kanekalon, because Kanekalon is what? Discontinued, at least for doll grade. Obviously, human grade Kanekalon exists, but she's not an American girl, so there's no reason that they would be using human grade Kanekalon on her. Yes, some American Girl dolls use human-grade Kanekalon, apparently, according to one of my friends who collects American Girls. If you are someone who is more well-versed in American Girl hair fibers, you can either confirm or deny this in the comments below, frankly. It's just, I'm going with what my friend told me. Some of them have Kanekalon. She does not, because fashion doll-grade Kanekalon, not a thing anymore, not on the market, not being used, not being produced. Could she have had Saran? To be 100% candid with you, she should have, but you wouldn't get a 100% accurate thing to her original hair blend on her signature doll. Her Saran blend would look a little bit more like her Dead Gorgeous Kanekalon blend, which is lilac with a bluish purple. The bluish purple is consistent between most Spectra dolls, but also they would have had to do with her G3 doll for the darker purple, and they could have, and I would have liked them to, but at the end of the day, they didn't. There's no changing that. I'm not about to spend more money on doll hair and reroot her myself right now, because I don't want to reroot a G1 doll. Okay, they're so skinny. I'm scared of taking their heads off to reroot them. Okay. Have I done it before? Absolutely, yes. Has it had varying degrees of success? Also, yes. Am I going to do it for a Creepo doll that is no longer available? No, because I don't trust myself. You know, I'm just gonna live with the polypropylene. Maybe I'll style it like her box hair, her box art. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll heat style it. I don't know. They got the choppy ends of her original, you know, layering correct. That's attention to detail, question mark. She's got a brush. She's got a stand. Bare minimum for a repro. She's got a diary. It's in multi-language. This is nice to have for collector reasons, but I'm also not going to read it because I've already read Spectra's diary before for free on the internet, where all the other G1 diaries are archived, because back in the day, people were nice enough to scan each and every single one as they came out. So, you know, they're there. You can just look them up. You can just read them whenever the hell you want. That's going in my box with the other diaries that I have from Haute Couture and the other 2 Creepros that I own. Her shoes are very faithful. I like them. Matter of factly, though, there's not much to say. It's a repro. She was the easiest to get. I can't complain about her selling out because I had 7 days to get her ass. 7 whole days. Longer than the other ghouls that were available. I can't complain. You know, she was the easiest Creeproduction that I've ever got. That's not saying much because I only have 3 Creeproductions, and Laguna and Frankie were also fairly easy to get because I got them early on Walmart's website when they showed up like a week before they were supposed to come out. But, again, not a stressful release. Could I have done the Fang Club thing? Yeah, but I'm not exactly subscribing to the Fang Club right now. Side note, even though the operetta is very tempting, I don't think I'll be renewing that membership. It wasn't worth it last year. It was useful for one thing. It was useful for one thing, and I got that one thing. Her name is Gulak Skulia. She's sitting on my shelf over there. I'm talking very quickly, but, like, I don't have any... The more I look at Spectra, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm happy to have you. You're cute. Welcome to the collection. This isn't much of a review, though. Like, what's been said about original Spectra's design has already been said ages ago in 2011 when she originally came out, and then in 2020 when the resurgence of Monster High was happening on the internet. Before, like, at the start of lockdown when everyone was like, oh, remember Monster High? Here's these dolls from your childhood. Like, that era of the internet. Like, we were there for that. I remember that. There's not much to say about her. She's just very faithful. More or less. She's like an 8 out of 10. My overall, ranking. Her face paint looks really nice. They did a good job recreating her face up. I like it. I like her new screening. Is it too different from her original screenings? I think the blue in her eyes is a little lighter. The grayish purple in her scleras is a little bit more grayish purple. Her like pupils are slightly darker, but that might just be an age thing compared to some of my other Spectras. Her eyebrows are thinner than ever. All of the G1 Creepros have pencil brows, though, so that's not really special. I suppose I could talk about my one complaint, though. But this is a complaint that I bring up with every alumni doll release that's happened since the first wave of Creepros. And that is the fact that, once again, she uses the original G1 arm and wrist pegs. Now, some people might be like, why is that a complaint? Don't you want them to be 1-to-1? I mean, looks-wise, I would want them to be similar enough to their original doll, but I liked that the first wave of Creepros had thicker, more sturdier pegs for the elbow and wrist joints. I don't know why we ever went back to the original G1 thin, spindly pegs. I don't know who at Mattel was behind that decision, and I will never understand it till the day I die. Every single alumni release since the first wave of Creepros has had the thin, spindly pegs. Even the Collectors, and it's just kind of like, okay, I don't like that decision. I'm going to keep critiquing that decision because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I want them to be sturdier. Should adult collectors be able to handle them? Yes, but also, I'm an adult. I've got fat adult fingers. Like, these are adult-sized hands, adult-sized fingers. That peg is tiny. That peg is delicate. That peg is scary, and I never want to touch it. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm sure some of you understand. Some people don't care, and that's fine. I don't expect them to. I don't expect them to understand what I mean by it. It's just kind of like, okay, well, that's a complaint that I've had about a lot of the alumni stuff anyway. Like, it's not a unique to her thing. As for the polypropylene hair, I think I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Alumni stuff should never have polypropylene. I think they should have learned that from Beetlejuice, but You know, I get why they did it, but also, come on, really? Really, Mattel? Really? Just disappointed a little. But also, you know, she's okay. I got her. She's here. She's fun. She's fine. She's got her pet Ruin, who can balance on her arm like that very precariously. Yay! Jazz hands. I don't know. It's just. She's one of those things where it's like. I was debating whether or not to record a video. Because I know it's not going to be a lot of substance to it. That's the thing with Creepros, is if I were to get them, I always said to myself, I won't make a video with these because there's nothing to say about them. And it's true. Aside from the experience of getting a Creepro, there is nothing to say about the Creepros themselves. Because most of the time, the differences that they have compared to the original dolls are so minute, it's mostly just like, okay, yeah, this is just updated manufacturing. That's literally it. It's not like a Haunt Couture doll or another alumni release where I can comment on a new outfit, because anything and everything that's already been said on Spectra's signature G1 outfit has already been said. A decade ago. More than a decade ago. It is what it is. Tell you what, though. Maybe if I save up, I'll get Haunt Couture Spectra, and then when G3 Spectra comes out, we'll do a comparison, and we'll do that. That'll be its own video. I'll make a mental note of that. We'll see how much the ADHD brain lets me keep that mental note. And we'll come back. We'll come back to her. But as it now stands, it's just like, okay, my thoughts on her. I'm happy to have her. She was easy to get. She's sold out now, but I had a week to get her. An ample amount of time, if you ask me, especially compared to the other ghouls. There's just nothing to say. It's fairly unremarkable. I'm not bored of her. I like her. I'm happy to have her. But I've got nothing else to say. So I'll open the forum up to you. You know, let me let me your thoughts and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Ay, que la chingada English, please. And I will see you all in the next video. I'm sorry that this one is so short. I know I've been away for a bit, but I need something on the channel, okay? You'll have to deal with my shitty Spectra video. Say goodbye to the camera, Miss Vondergeist. Bye-bye.